Lindsey Wilson defeats Georgetown this afternoon. Coach Chris Oliver joins me finally. Coach, congratulations on a win.
Yeah, it's a great day for our program, great day for our kids, and we talked a lot about in the pregame the mindset that we'd had, and how it could be easy to look ahead, and how we had a team coming in Georgetown that maybe they don't have the record of some of the years that they typically do, but it's still a well-coached team. It's going to challenge you, and I thought our kids just did a great job with their preparation through the week, and it came out, and they made us earn it. It wasn't easy sledding. I thought our defense played outstanding football throughout the course of the day, and really happy with the outcome.
You said to me earlier in the season that, we're going to get tested at some point in time. We haven't been yet. We're going to. I'm eager to see how our kids react to being tested, and yeah. I'm just curious how you felt like that they were today, because obviously Georgetown put forth a great test.
Yeah, I was excited. When we went up 14-10, and to be honest with you, I haven't gone and studied the box scores. Is that the first time we didn't lead all year?
After the first quarter?
Yeah. So it kind of felt like, wow. I know we've been leading at the halftime, at the end of the third quarter all year. Haven't been playing from behind, and for us to handle that, take that feeling, go down and score a quick touchdown after that, get another stop and a field goal, then go up 14-10. I feel like we handled some adversity well. I don't know if that's the adversity that we're going to get in future weeks, but it was good to get tested in some ways, and I thought our kids didn't panic. We just settled down and kept playing, and that makes you proud.
How much of the early struggles was the fact that Georgetown is just a good defensive team for your offense?
Yeah. And
how much of it was maybe a little bit of rust coming off of a bye?
Well, it did feel like we were really starting to roll there, going into the bye, and had a couple big outings, some of our better outings of the year, and so that could be a factor there. But I think that it's a well-coached defense. We're playing probably the best defensive lineman in number 11. Corolla, probably the best defensive lineman we've played this year. He's kind of a one-man wrecking crew, and I'm glad that he's a senior, and we're done having to play against him. And it's funny, I'll get off track, but 4 short years ago, he sat right next to us in this luxury suite, and we were trying to get him to be a Blue Raider, and he chose to be a Georgetown Tiger, and he's been a great football player for them. And certainly he's tough. So, you have good personnel there on defense. Certainly at some spots, you got a well-coached team. You got us coming off the bye. So, I think it was probably more about them, being a well-coached, solid team than necessarily the bye. But it's something that comes into your mind from a rust standpoint.
Obviously, you have a huge game next week, and we'll talk about that later on down the line with your coaches show and everything. But how impressed were you that your guys, and it goes to the maturity that you keep talking about this team, how impressed were you that they didn't look past Georgetown, that they didn't focus on next week, that they stayed in the moment?
Yeah, it would have been an easy thing to do, especially when the most recent game is against the team that we're playing next week. That's sometimes you look at that as a coach and you just cringe, because that's the game that we're probably watching the most on video all week, because it's our most recent game, and that's the team we're trying to make sure we're not looking ahead to playing. Yeah. I think it's really encouraging, to see our guys do that. It is a sign of maturity, as you said. It's a sign of probably having 21 seniors in this team, and really strong internal leadership from our players. But that's very very encouraging for the head coach and for all of our coaches to see that, and to see the way that we went about our business. And here we are. We're going to focus on going 1-0 again.
How sweet was it to send this senior group off with a regular season when I know they had to really want to taste that?
Yeah, I mean, an awesome deal, and we've been fortunate. We beat Georgetown six times in a row, which is kind of amazing to think about when we started back in 2010. But our guys still know that that's a great football team, and they're really well coached. They know the tradition. They know that we have gone undefeated in the regular season at home, and have 5 Black Rocks going up there in our area for that tradition. That's a cool thing, and in season you don't really reminisce a lot. When you go into the off season and you have recruits on campus more often, you're talking about your record and those things. Right. When we're going out there, we're going through senior day, and the PA says that this senior class has, I think it was a 37-6 record going into today. Now 38-6 over the last 4 years. I heard that and I thought, oh my goodness, like I didn't even do the math on that. Like, wow, that is unbelievable. And it's fitting to be able to send those guys out, and if the better way to put it is for those guys to be able to earn another quality win at Blue Raider Stadium. I think that's a great thing.
Coach, congratulations on the win.
Appreciate your patience. Thanks for waiting on me.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk this week.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.